I know it's dark, but I gotta shut my mind down to do this job. I started to diagnose it, and I had UV dye in it with looking for a leak in the AC system. And I'm like, I suspected the compressor, and I'm like, you know what, let me check the drain, because I might be wrong. If you really start to doubt yourself, then you might need to reevaluate things and make sure you're diagnosing it properly. But yeah, the drain, the evaporator is actually leaking. So I see why a lot of people don't want to do heater cores. But I'm gonna say thank you, Identifix, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. I really wouldn't. So far, this is what I got. This is what I got currently. I got the floor console out. This is just the basics. Got the heating control system, that's out. Some of the vents, and I'm just slowly working my way back to get to the evaporator. We'll just want to shut down and do this, but I see why a lot of people don't want to do it. I see why a lot of boats get missing also when somebody's going back over it. But once I get to it, I'm going to show you that I don't know, I will feel better knowing, don't guess at these things, trust the UV dye. If you don't see anything with, when you take that pen and start looking around, don't suspect anything, because literally I was like, you know what, this compressor is questionable. But I said, you know what, let me find out if this drain is bad. This truck, this Jeep doesn't even have like a drain port. It goes to the frame. Stupid. So what I did was, I want to show you, I drilled a hole in the side here and took a vacuum line. I took a reducer. It goes to the Fords, like the little reducers that go to the plastic line, the elbows. So I took one of those, put it on my that mist nozzle, the sprayer nozzle that you get for like spraying insects, but I got with water, and just put water in there. Watched it drain out, and then when I knew where it was coming from, took the pen and I started scavenging the area, and lo and behold, I could see remnants of UV dye. So once I get the heating control system, all this stuff taken out the dash, and get to the HVAC box, I'm gonna take that pen, go back over it, and show you what the evaporator looked like as it was leaking. Finally got the HVAC box out. So I'm about to disassemble this and get access to the evaporator core that's been leaking, and hopefully I will see the leak. I don't want to hope, because yeah, this is gonna be a bad inaccurate diagnosis. But again, here's the drain here. All right, going down here for the HVAC, and like I said, I put water in the system. I drilled a hole in the side. Where's that joker at? Let's see if I can get. It's down here somewhere. Yeah, I drilled a hole right in the side down here, and I don't know if I got a good view of it. It's down in there, but poured water in there from my spray bottle, and I was capable of seeing the UV dye once I put the UV light to it. I also, when I was under the car trying to find the drain, I wound up smelling an odor of UV dye. It was not overwhelming, but you can smell it. It has a distinctive smell to it. So, oh That's what really had me question my diagnosis when I said the compressor is defective. That's where the expansion valve is going to go, that block, and there's the heater core. It's only like 3 bolts holding the HVAC box in, which is pretty good. It's just my first time doing this. It was a bitch. It took like 2 hours to get the damn thing out, like 2.5 hours. And that's me reading through directions. But it's out. I put a bucket under the bottom to drain the coolant, and I didn't drain it from the radiator. I just took one of the lines off and let it drain down. Just went into the bucket and took the other one off, so it leveled out. Let me get this disassembled and get the evaporator out. I just need to get this knocked out since I'm trying to get the hell out of Dodge for a few days, and this fucker came along. Let me let's get it disassembled. Alright. It was a little dark, but I finally got it out after having to take like 1,000 bolts out. So here's my issue. I'm gonna turn the light off and turn the UV on, and see it a lot better. You can see all that. Go into the HVAC box now. You can see some of the UV dye in there. Back out on the evaporator. So there's the problem. My light was on there. So, alright, so I got it out. Tomorrow I'll just get it back in. I feel very good now. I feel a lot better that it's right in front of my face. So I felt real good about it. Even when I saw the UV dye on the frame there, when I did that little water test, see if I can get it to track. So took about 3.5 hours, even though the labor time on this was 5.5 hours. But it's done, well, halfway done. Everything else should be a little smooth sailing, I hope. I try to keep everything in order, sort of. So I got like the middle is where I need to start and come back and work my way out to the left. Steering column, I guess if you wind up having to take that out, make sure you don't misalign it, and I wind up marking it. But I also took a general distance of when it started to hit the clock spring windings, because if you put it in wrong, you turn it. That's gas, by the way. It's not what you think. If you put it in wrong, you want to turn the wheel, it'll pull the wires out the clock spring, and you'll be replacing the clock spring. So this is the devastation here. I don't recommend this for the faint-hearted. I'll put it that way. Damn, my light done went out again. But if you got the cashews to do it, go for it. Otherwise, definitely pay somebody to do it. That can save you a lot of time and headache. Alright, I'm not gonna, this is not a repair video. This is just, random sugar honey iced tea people have to go through that, that do in-depth work. So yeah, just be prepared to go through this stuff. I haven't done a heater core this year. Have I? No, not this year because it's summer. I've done a few last year, but these videos are very lengthy. It's time consuming. I mean, I literally, if I would have had to do this and do a video on it, it would have been a pain in the ass. So I'm sure there are videos out of how to remove a instrument panel and evaporator core. But I don't blame anybody for not even wanting to take this responsibility on. Alright, till tomorrow. Peace.